The Department of Agriculture, National Fisheries Research and Development Institute, or NFRDI, conducted the 11th Fisheries Scientific Conference, or FISH SciCon, last September 24 and 25, 2025, at the Royce Hotel in Clark Freeport, Mabalacat City, Pampanga. FISH SciCon serves as NFRDI's flagship platform for knowledge exchange in fisheries research. It brings together scientists, students, professionals, and stakeholders to share innovations and best practices aimed at strengthening food security and advancing sustainable fisheries.
Its theme for this year is From Research to Application, Transforming Fisheries for a Productive and Sustainable Future. So it emphasizes the research output, the scientific information that has been generated, and it will be translated into policy formulation. So being the research arm of BIFAR and as the primary fisheries research, we mainly do researches that are applied and to generate information and technologies that are directly needed by the industry or the stakeholders.
During the opening ceremony, in his message delivered on his behalf by BIFAR Assistant Director Isidro Velayo Jr., DA Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. stated that research is not an end in itself. Its true value lies in its ability to address real-world challenges that could help us at the Department of Agriculture strengthen communities, protect ecosystems, and grow our economy. Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, Chair of the Committee on Agriculture and Fisheries, delivered the keynote address via video message. He highlighted the importance of uplifting fishing communities, strengthening the collaboration of fisheries agencies, and ensuring the sustainable management of the nation's marine resources. The opening program featured the launch of NFRDI's latest knowledge products. These include 5 training modules on aquaculture technologies, oyster culture using modified bamboo raft technology, nursery culture of mangrove crabs in pond net cages, grow-out culture of tilapia in brackish water ponds, grow-out culture of tilapia in fresh water ponds, and grow-out culture of milkfish in brackish water ponds. In addition, NFRDI, in partnership with BIFAR 4A, introduced a handbook on common fishing gears in the major bays of Calabarzon, and 8 posters on dominant species and commonly used fishing gears in the region. After the ribbon cutting, the guests went around to view the exhibits and posters. 109 scientific posters were exhibited, 50 on-site and 59 online via the FISH SciCon portal, covering the categories of capture fisheries, aquaculture, post-harvest and marketing, and cross-cutting themes. The central display featured NFRDI's flagship programs and research initiatives, as well as the NFRDI Library.
The National Stock Assessment Program has long been the banner program of the Institute. So we collect fisheries catch, effort, size measurement across the monitored fisheries landing sites in the country. So those data will be analyzed, yielding reference points, harvest control rules that will be provided to the management authorities.
The AquaBiz School and Technology Business Incubation Program, or ABS-TBI, was created to promote the adoption of science-based aquaculture and post-harvest technology for species such as tilapia, milkfish, maliputo, ornamental fish, sea cucumber, mangrove crab, and a lot more. These commodities have been identified as high value and in demand with strong potential for smallholder aquafarm production. Through Aquabiz schools established in 4 national centers of NFRDI, the program provides hands-on training, production inputs, and business mentoring to fisher folk and aquapreneurs.
The Development of Salt Industry Program is a joint project conducted by the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources and the National Fisheries Research and Development Institute. This project was initiated in 2022 to revitalize the Philippine salt industry through research as well as policy and industry support. Through this study, we generated baseline data that was used as basis for the crafting of Republic Act 11985 or the Philippine Salt Industry Development Act, which now serves as the blueprint to revitalize the long-neglected industry, which is essential to food security and national development. Currently, the NFRDI is conducting studies to mechanize the salt industry and develop technologies that enable year-round production in support to the long-term goal of achieving self-sufficiency in salt production.
Sardinella limuro is among the top fishery commodities that is being produced and exported by the country. However, in 2016 and 2017, the Philippines experienced an export rejection from the EU, and the reason for this is that Sardinella limuro is not included in the Codex standard. So the NFRDI initiated the inclusion of the Sardinella limuro to the Codex standard. And in 2024, our very own Sardinella limuro was already included in the standard. So this improved the global market access as well as the global competitiveness of our very own Sardinella limuro.
In NFRDI, we have this PH SAFE program, or the Fishery Post-Harvest Technology Innovation and Safety Program. So under this program, we have value-added products in sea purslane. We also have value-adding products with the flying fish, and then we also have the big carp, and then we also were able to convert this fish meals into an organic fertilizer. At the same time, we have value-added products with the different seaweeds. So through the use of science and the different innovations that we have in NFRDI, we were able to uplift the livelihood of our community, and at the same time, we were able to boost the fishing community and the fishery sector in the Philippines.
One of the mandates of NFRDI is to become a fisheries repository of scientific information. So kami sa NFRDI Library, we consolidate, preserve, and make those fisheries publications more accessible. So through our platform, the library users, stakeholders in the fisheries sectors are able to download, search fisheries publications, and it is all available for free. It's just a starting point. So right now, we have roughly around 2,600 materials, 1,200 of which is already digitized or interlinked with other fisheries agencies. Sa NFRDI Library kasi, yung mga publications hindi lang talaga sa NFRDI but also from other fisheries agencies. In the near future, we will be coordinating with other fisheries agencies and other state universities and colleges offering fisheries program para yung mga information resources, research outputs nila, it can be found in our repository, and we will make it more available for all people, especially the fisheries stakeholders po.
Plenary sessions were also held on day 1 of Fish SciCon. The first session featured aquaculture, capture fisheries, fisheries post-harvest, and cross-cutting innovations.
I presented work on CRISPR-based diagnostic technology for detection of aquaculture pathogens. Basically, the current methods are very laboratory-based. It takes a lot of time. So whereas using the CRISPR technology, we can bring the diagnostic data to the farm where farmers can actually perform the test themselves. So it actually saves a lot of time, and also the farmers can take informed decisions.
My topic is about how we use the results of the National Stock Assessment Program by way of delineating our waters into the 12 fisheries management areas. So the results are very vital as basis in crafting the regulations on how we would manage the fishing capacity or how we would reduce fishing effort to somehow rebuild the important fisheries resources in each of the FMAs.
My presentation is the process on how our low-value but abundant resource, the tamban or Charlie Limoro, is recognized in the Codex standard. Before Limoro is rejected in the Europe market because of this non-inclusion of the Codex standard, it could penetrate now the global market. We have now a template for other species to follow.
My presentation is actually the AI application in agriculture and fisheries and aquaculture. And they are like shrimp farming and also the tuna age identification using auto-list images and also the electronic monitoring system. AI can do so many for you. It will save your time, so you can increase your working efficiency.
The second session focused on the Philippines Fisheries and Coastal Resiliency or FishCore project.
Yung FishCore project aims to attain sustainability sa fisheries by increasing income among fishers as well as taking care of the coastal habitats to replenish yung mga isda. Bumababa ang huli dahil sa iba't ibang dahilan. The project also provides infrastructure, cold storage, warehouses, post-harvest facilities, and we also provide mga bangka, not for fishing but for law enforcement sa mga LGUs, local government units na partners ng project.
In the FishCore program, NFRDI serves as the research partner with the ongoing National Stock Assessment Program of NFRDI. The results of the NSAP will support the development of the fisheries management plan that can be adopted by the LGUs or by the stakeholders. Also, we have the studies on the Climate Risk Vulnerability Assessment or the CRVA, wherein we assess the different coastal communities that are resilient or vulnerable to climate change, and not only coastal areas but also the commodities. So in that way, we'll be able to map out the area suitable for these major commodities.
The title of my presentation is Unlocking the Potential of Blue Carbon in Improving Fisheries Management in the Philippines. Blue carbon is the amount of carbon that is stored and sequestered in blue carbon ecosystems. These are mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marsh because of the impacts of climate change. Increasing temperature, increasing greenhouse gas emissions, those will have definite impacts in the coastal communities, and we need to reduce those greenhouse gas emissions. And the most efficient and the most simple solution is through the blue carbon ecosystems.